Hello, my friends. My name is DadCraft73, and welcome back to another episode of our OneBlock Skyblock Let's Play series. Oh, man, I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're taking care of yourself and you're doing all right. That is for sure and for certain. Listen, I have been a little sick the last week or so. I'm not 100% better. I think what's left, though, is like allergies, but I had a cold, like sinus infection type thing. Not that thing that's gone, just a cold. Sometimes you get those in the spring. It's not a big deal. But I haven't really been able to do a whole lot of recording, and that makes me a little bit sad, but we're back. Sorry for the forced break. I didn't mean to get sick. Get farmed up there, Iron Golem. I went to visit my daughter at where she goes to school, and I think maybe, I was around people. That happens. Hey, we haven't just been laying around, though, doing nothing here in our world. I mean, we haven't done a whole lot of stuff, but if we come around the corner here and we just go down alongside the house and we go over here, you'll notice that something that used to be in the sky is now gone. I took out the mob farm. I don't think we need it anymore. I think it's like, I think we're good. I don't think there's anything else we need to get from there. We have trims and stuff like that. We're jacked up on armor. And if it just so happens that we have to have a mob farm, then we're going to go ahead and do that. But listen, we have a couple final, sprucing up kind of projects we've got to do. We have to deal with our horses and I guess the llamas. We got to build a stable or something like that for them. So we'll work on that, not today, but at some point in the very near future. But today, here's what I would like to do. Now that we've taken... the mob farm? Yeah, gone. Do you want to see how I did it? You should probably, watch this, I don't know, high-speed time-lapse thing. I didn't die or anything. I went up there and through the power of high-speed time-lapse technology, gone forever. But that's perfectly fine. So here's what we're going to put in its place. I have been wanting to make a river. I probably talked about this before. I want to have a river that kind of runs down along, this part of our base, like a pretty substantial size river. We're going to have trees along the side and maybe places to sit and we can hang out. But the problem that we have is because we are on, a skyblock type situation here, where does the water start from? Where does it originate from? And how do we make it end? Because we have to sort of enclose it in this area, get farmed up again. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start here on this side and we're going to build I don't know, kind of like a mountain. Not like a big mountain. How about just like a pile of rocks? We're going to build a pile of rocks over there. And then there's going to be a waterfall that cascades and Hey, I'm talking here. I'm talking. It kind of starts up in the top of the rocks and cascades down over the side and then creates a whole river that's going to run all the way from over here, from the pile of rocks and the waterfall, all the way down along this kind of area here. We may have to tear some of this out, which is fine. All the way down here, it's going to sort of meander its way, and then it's going to... I don't know, find some more rocks over here or something, and then disappear into the rocks. Listen, we have to suspend disbelief. I mean, this is all the world that we have in this place, and I'm not making it like a huge endless biome for you guys to have a river. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a pile of rocks here with a waterfall that creates a river that runs all the way down there, kind of goes to the left, and then disappears into more rocks. That way we at least, has a beginning and an end. And then once that's done, we can do all the decorations. So to get all that stuff done, of course, you know that means we're going to have to go down and start like putting in lots and lots of cobblestone. Let's go down here really quick and I'll show you. So I don't really know where the corner is. It's probably, what's that? That's our, what is that? I believe that's our, yeah, okay, yeah, it's over here. Okay, because that's our little pond up there. So we're going to start like and make like a, I don't know, like a square, like a big square, rectangle that starts over there and then runs down all the way there and kind of makes that left. So that way we can dig out the surface there and have like our place for the water and the riverbed and all of those different things. So it's going to be a pretty good project, but we're going to start working on it right now. And how we're going to do that is I'm going to go off camera and see if I can't get like the initial pile of rocks situation going on. Now, after I tore down the mob farm, I also went and did a bunch of grinding on our cobblestone generator over there. So we have tons of cobblestone that is probably not going to be enough, but it'll get us really close. So let me start working on what I need to do, and I'll see you in just a second. That is exactly what I had in my mind. Just a very simple, maybe we come over here. I just noticed while I was just talking that this is a little bit, you know, like, flat. But anyway, that's all I wanted. Get farmed up. It's just a simple little pile of like rocks and stuff. I used all the polish like diorite and andesite and stuff like that I had laying around for the inside of this little pile, and then just covered it with some cobblestone and some dirt and some mulch and stuff like that, and then grew a couple cherry trees on top of it to give it like that cool mountain feel. Anyway, and then I just put in a couple buckets of water, and we have a little bit of a waterfall, and it comes down here and stops because here is where the river is going to begin. And I chopped out, this is a hole that goes all the way down to nothingness. I chopped that out so I could see whenever we go underneath where we're going to start. So we're going to kind of start the whatever it is, like the trough, I guess, you know, like one of these things underground, like this, you know, that extends like all the way down there, so we can hold water inside of it. So we can actually come back in and decorate like the floor of the river, etc. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do that. I mean, we don't have tons and tons of like river kind of rocks, but I kind of have this idea that we might use end stone. I don't know. That sounds a little bit crazy, but we'll give it a try, maybe. Other than that, we may just have to stand and grind out the OneBlock for like 27 hours or something. Anyway, that's my plan. So I'm going to take you down here. I don't know why I'm doing this on camera. This is one of the things in Minecraft. I don't know if you're the same way. I think we probably asked this question before. If you're the same way that I am, this is like one of the things that scares me the most about this game. And it is anytime I have to like bridge out over the void. I know it's not the end of the world if we fall and die or whatever, but still, like my hands start to get all sweaty and I start to like get like all jittery feeling. Man, it's the worst thing ever. But here's what we have to do is we have to come all the way over here until we can see that chop out area. Yep. Okay. So then, okay, let's put a torch down. Then holding the shift key down still with our pinky, try not to think about all of the gear that we're wearing. I feel like I should go take off this gear. That way if we fall, at least we're not going to lose literally everything that we own. Okay? And then we're going to make like this little area here. I think I can't do it. I got to go take off all my gear. I just cannot be here hanging off the edge of the world wearing all of my goodies, right? I mean, look at all my stuff. I've got all this stuff, the unclear leggings and all of this, all yeah. I think we just want to be, you know, just in our skin and not be in all of our gear if we're going to be doing that. But essentially, I mean, the river doesn't have to be that deep, which is pretty often awesome. We do kind of want to make it wide, though, so we can, like, meander. We're also going to pick up all of the dirt that's on the top side there, so we're going to get some resources back. Yeah. We're going to give endstone a try. I mean, we have an unlimited amount. We could get literally all the endstone that we would ever want because the end is not like a thing. It's not a void. We have the entire end island. So I am going to work on this. Maybe there'll be a time lapse. I don't know. just the thought of the hours that it's going to take to place all those blocks hanging out over the void like that makes me like feel not super happy. But anyway, we're going to have to get all of our items in here. We're going to save them just in case something happens and we fall. We really can't afford to from a resource perspective, but that's what we're going to do. All right, so I'm going to go back down there. I'm going to get underneath there. I'm going to make this kind of like big, huge box that starts about where that line is and runs all the way down to the end of the platform. I have this much cobblestone here. There's some more in the chest down there. Plus I've got like a single chest full over at the blacksmith where our cobblestone generator is. I'm going to be burning through all of that stuff. It doesn't make super good video. It's dark and scary down there. So let me do what I need to. And then whenever it's all done, I'll bring you back and then we'll just start like chopping up the ground. And, you know, we'll see how it ends up looking. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll see you in just a second. So just in case you think that I haven't been putting in the work, you're wrong. I have been putting in the work. Let me show you really quick. You know what? I need to put my armor back on. I'm getting a little nervous carting around. I mean, we're still, we have a pick and a shovel. But you saw, super sketchy underneath there. But we live to fight again. Let's get all of our sweet armor out of here. We're also going to make a shulker box and bring it with us. Let's get all these tools back. Let's go ahead and... Do I have a crafting bench in here? Oh, they're right here. Okay, let's make a shulker box. That's good. We'll put this back away, because at least then we can bring some stuff home with us, and we'll put all of this on like so, and we'll move this wherever it goes, and this, maybe like that, there. Okay, perfect. All right, so let me show you really quickly what we've got going on, because I have been taking care of business around here. Let me just randomly bust up some dirt. Like, we could just jump down there. How about we just jump down there? So there we go. Look, it's like a... I mean, it's right now just a square or a rectangle. Don't worry, we're going to change it. It's going to look completely different. But we're going to have to dig all this out of here like so, which is going to be pretty sweet. We're going to get tons of dirt back. And then we're going to use end stone to kind of like terraform this river. We don't want it to just be a big trough like this. We want it to be kind of like, you know, wavy, meandery, whatever the word is. You guys know what I'm talking about. So we're going to go to the end. We're going to put, let me just put this back so I don't have to carry it. Let me bust it up really quick whenever we get home. There we go. So we're going to go to the end, and I'm going to harvest, I don't know, like a bunch of end stone. I don't really know how much we need. Probably, oh, I don't know. Maybe like a shulker box full. That shouldn't take too long. I mean, we're just going to be there with our heads down, not trying to stay out of trouble. Should we bring one of these with us? No? I probably need to deal with that. Let me deal with that. I'll be back with you in just a second. Let's go to the nether, and then from the nether, we'll go to the end, because that's how it works in OneBlock Skyblock. Oh, there's bad guys here, but you know what? I am ready to fight, my friend. You're not getting me this time. Yeah, try to burn me. You don't know who you're dealing with now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They didn't go back to the overworld, though, did they? Shut that down. How did these things spawn? I don't know. Maybe they came in there. Let's just go check the overworld really quick. Make sure there's no bad guys up here trying to burn down our environment. Okay, good. All right, so now let's go back into the nether, and we're going to head to the end. Remember, our end portal is in here for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Let me go over here. So we have tons and tons of end stone, but I think we can get away with using it for like some riverbank kind of stuff. I mean, why wouldn't we be able to get away with doing that? Look, we got ourselves a blaze rod. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so now all we have to do, it's going to take a while because I don't have a beacon or anything like that, but I think I'm okay with not having a beacon. And I'm just going to harvest, I don't know, like a shulker box filled of this stuff, whatever it's called, end stone. Get a shulker box of end stone, and then we're going to use this end stone to sort of terraform our riverbed. Right? It's going to look awesome. We can use, like, different variants. We have end stone bricks that we can use, and maybe we can mix in some other blocks. We've got some clay and things like that. Listen, when you're in the one block, you got to do what you got to do. You just don't have unlimited, like, gravel and sand and stuff like that. I mean, we have a good bit of those things, but it's not unlimited, so we got to fill in with some other kind of block, and why not? The blue water and the yellowish end stone is going to look super cool and sweet. So let me farm up a bunch of this, and I'll be back with you in just a second whenever we're ready to start terraforming that river. Okay, well, there's the trench. It doesn't look like much now, but trust me, we are going to transform this straight-lined mediocre looking trench into an awesome little river that's going to come from these rocks and just flow down through there. I didn't clean out all of these there because there's water above it. We're not ready for water to be in here yet. But I think this is going to look awesome. We've got a little bit of an issue, nothing major, but that issue right there is that these trees are hanging out into nothingness at the moment. But we will also take care of that, guaranteed. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get end stone. I didn't get a shulker box full. This is how much I got. I guess I almost got a shulker box. We're going to get all of that. We're going to go down our little ladder. And then the idea is we're going to start, like, what's the word? Like sculpting, I guess? Sculpting the river bottom. So we want it to be kind of windy. So maybe, like, what we'll do is we'll start here. Let's just start here. And then maybe, like, our river bottom can, like, go this way for a little while. Right? So then, like, we go... Yep, so we could just kind of follow this general way like that. So it's kind of going sideways. Yeah. And then maybe we go straight a little and we have like a little bend like so. But then we want to come back and go like all the way back across. Okay, so this is going to be the river bottom. Okay, so then let's maybe we widen out a little bit there. And then we bring this all the way over there, okay? So maybe we have like a steep area. I mean, we're going to have to figure it out, right? Because we have to terraform. We can take some blocks away. Whatever we need to do to make it look good. So then that is, now we've got like this kind of wave going on. And maybe we want to now like stay over here for a little bit and just sort of just keep going. Yeah, like that. Yes, yes, yes. And then, like there might be like a straight side or something like that. I'm okay. We just have to make sure that when we get down there by those trees that we're as far like sort of in the center because we have to sort of landscape. And then the plan is we're just gonna start. We're gonna fill like all this is gonna get filled in, but then like along the sides we're gonna just start working our way up, and we're gonna fill this all in. My plan is to make it solid. I don't really want any air gaps underneath there. Okay, and then we just kind of go up like that, maybe. Yeah, I mean, whatever. And then maybe this one. So we just have to like fill in the actual like sides of the river. And then once we have like the basic shape done, the plan is to come back through and then we're going to decorate the bottom of it as much as we can. We don't want to be swimming around in the water doing all of that. So we're going to add, you know, like patches of clay and dirt and whatever gravel that we do have, maybe some sand here and there, maybe some cobblestone, etc. All of those different things along the edge of the river. Once we get like the general kind of shape in. I just made like that kind of motion with my hands just now, even though you can't see. So this is what I'm going to be working on for the next little while. I'm going to see if I can't get this to look halfway decent. And when it's done, of course, I will bring you back on the other side. We could probably do, I mean, if we really wanted to, we could probably do one of those high-speed time lapses. How about like we start it right now? I would like to report that working on this took way longer than I thought it was going to, but I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. We're about ready to put water in the bottom of this thing. I think it's going to be amazing. But let me just walk you through. I mean, this is the last time we're going to be able to see this as like a dry riverbed. I just want to point out a couple things. So first of all, this side over here is taller. Right, so this comes down. This is just going to be like a bank, and the water level is going to be right here, which is going to be equal to that. And it's going to be a pretty good sized river. I like the way. I think when we get the water in, the end stone is going to take on a more like sand look. I think I'm down. And then we go all the way down around here, and we sort of make this turn as we talked about earlier. And we get down here. It thins out a little bit, and we encounter another like, I don't know, janky pile of rocks with like a spot for where the water is going to go in. So now all we have to do, if I've done everything I need to correctly, I mean, this is kind of like a big step because once we put the water in here, there's no like taking it back out easily. I love that. But I did set up the waterfall, crazy cat, and this is going to look awesome, I think. We might put like an extra rock or something in there because we're going to fill this up all the way to like right here, I believe. Yeah, like right here. So maybe we can put like another little pile of rocks in there. Of course, I'm getting ready to start recording, and it is heaving down rain. Oh, man. But here's what we need to do. We need to go down here into the lowest level and just start putting in water. Okay? Just going to be like that. We're going to do this entire lower level just like this. And then when this one's done, we're going to go up and do the next one and the next one until we get up to, I believe it's just this level here. Yeah, I think it's just this level. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but not too horrible much. I mean, I'm just going to be working on it. I think what we're going to do, though, is we could probably do another one of those high-speed time lapses. Why don't we do 2 or 3, depending on how much we end up with in this episode. Let's do that. I'll see you in just a second. I wish I had like a high spot that I could go take a look at this. I mean, I guess maybe we could go up there. That's really not going to be tall enough. Maybe we'll just climb up on something. But I think this is going to look pretty good. We have to do some major landscaping. And I was thinking about literally like coming along and we're just going to like break up the ground a little bit. Yeah, just so we can, you know, get a couple... make it look halfway decent, like maybe, you know, I don't know, like it was tramped down or who knows what we're trying to get here. But we're just trying to make it so it doesn't just look like plain grass along the edge here. I think just planting those oak trees, they didn't have to be the great big ones. The small ones are perfectly fine here. We're going to need to get some bone meal and fix up the grass along here a little bit. We definitely want to just tear it up a little bit. Maybe we'll put some gravel or some other blocks. We can't make coarse dirt in this pack. Like it doesn't exist. Like if you try to make coarse dirt, which is gravel and dirt, you don't get that. You get sand, I think, or something. The recipe's been changed, so we can't get coarse dirt. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. We'll just go along here and we'll just mess with it. We need to get rid of all these torches. We want to put lanterns in their place because I think those are going to look so much better. Let's get this. I'll put that like so. Yeah, so we're going to put lanterns all over the place along here. Maybe some fence posts holding up some of the lanterns. I think that's going to look pretty good. We need to get lots of different stuff going on here. So I'm going to work on that for the next little bit. And then hopefully we can bring you back at the end of this thing and call our river a done deal. I think it's awesome. Look, we can also go in here and swim. We got to put some stuff on the ground. I need some more bone meal. We'll get lots of ground cover along the bottom. We have some kelp over here that has been growing. We'll grab some of that and even put some kelp in there. Maybe a boat. We got to make a bridge that goes across. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to do that. Probably in this open area here. We got to build a bridge. I don't know if we'll get that done in today's episode. We might save that for next time. We also have lots of just like finishing work around the base that we need to get done. We should be getting close to 1,000 days. I mean, maybe not quite 1,000 days yet, but we should be getting a lot closer than we have been. So let me do some landscaping. Let me do some work, and I'll bring you back in just a second. I think that I'm ready to call this a done deal. I'm pretty happy with what we've got going on here. Did I just see water? No, I think we're good. I went a little lantern crazy, but, you know, I think that's better, maybe, than going, like, torch crazy. Like, why not have... I mean, lanterns are, like, an improved form of the torch, I think. So, essentially, everywhere I had lanterns, like, kind of lighting up the area, I have torches now, which I think is okay, because it kind of gives us, like, a little different look. And we're still... getting all the lighting. I went ahead and built a little, like a super simple little bridge just to go across because we do, right? We have to go over this way and up through here, dodge around some of our lanterns. There we go. To get to the nether and then obviously to get to the iron farm. I just emptied this. This thing was a little out of control. It was clear full of iron. I had to like do a little bit of creative like trimming there for that oak tree, but I'm pretty happy with what I got going on there. I love our little lake river that we have going through the OneBlock Skyblock world. It makes it feel, I don't know, like bigger somehow, if that even makes sense. Like, is that like a thing? Is that possible? Hey, we should put a lantern right here. We don't have enough quite laying around. I also put a couple lanterns in the river itself. It's gonna light up. I was hoping that it would be nighttime, but it's just morning. I'll do screenshots or whatever at the end with all the lights going on here. I'm pretty happy with what we've got going on here. It's kind of hard to see like a whole view of it because of the trees, but there's pretty much what it looks like. Look at that sitting down through there. Oh, yes. We have a water feature, a waterfall. We've got a cool little river that we can fish out of if we want to. It's 100% filtered through Endstone. Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think we're going to call this episode a done deal. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from my OneBlock Skyblock Let's Play series, where a river now runs through the platform. Man, I love it so much. Oh, man, get me in there. I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. We're like 910 days in this world. How are we going to get another, like, 90 days? Lighting would be a good thing, maybe.